So this here tan y is equal to AD by BC comes to 1 by 2 root 2. So once I have found out the value of tan y, I'll proceed to find out the value of 1 by cos square y. Okay, and how do I find 1 by cos square y? If you see in the second part of this problem, I had found out sec y here. If you see the fourth part, not the second part, the fourth part, I have found out the value of sec y. Now since we know that sec is the reciprocal of cos, so you can find cos y also. So here, as in 4, sec y is equal to what is the value of sec y we had found out? Oh, we had not found out. In fact, okay, only cos y I had left here. Okay, fine. So let's find out. Let's finish this. Here we were in part 4. We were supposed to find out sec y, which I had forgot. So cos y we had found out. We'll find out sec y here. Sec y is nothing but the reciprocal of cos y, so which is 1 by 2 root 2 divided by 3, which is 3 by 2 root 2. Okay, so as in 4, since I found out sec y in 4, I'll simply write as in 4. This is 1 by cos square y. Okay, so as in 4, we need the value of cos y then. Cos y is equal to 2 root 2 by 3. Okay, and what is the value of the expression that we need to find out? We need to find out the value of tan square y minus 1 by cos square y. Therefore, we write, therefore, tan square y minus 1 by cos square y. Now, tan square y is nothing but tan y, the square of tan y. And 1 by cos square y can be written as 1 by cos y whole square, which can now be written as tan y whole square minus, now 1 by cos y whole square can also be written as 1 by cos y whole square. Okay. So tan y, we have found out this to be as 1 by 2 root 2 square, and cos y, we found out this to be 2 root 2 by 3 square. Okay, so this, what you get here is 1 by, so what you get here is,
Good morning, sir.
good morning, what you get here is 1 by 2 square root 2 square minus, and this if you take the reciprocal here, 1 by 2 root 2 by 3 means 3 by 2 root 2 whole square. So this is 1 by 2 square is 4, root 2 square is 2, minus this is 3 square by 2 square into root 2 square. Okay, so this is 1 by 8 minus 9 by 4 into 2, which is 1 by 8 minus 9 by 8. Take the LCM now, it becomes 1 minus 9 by 8, which is minus 8 by 8, which is minus 1. Okay, so this is what you get the value of. Now I'm not sure, but this, I think there's a mistake somewhere here. Okay, I have not squared 3 here. Okay, there's a mistake here, you can change it. Okay, this should be 9.
Yes.
Okay, so that is what. Okay, and ultimately the answer that you will get here is minus 1. Okay, the way I have done here. Okay, so Let us proceed to the next one here, number 4. Number 4. The question here is from the figure given below, find the value of 2 sine y minus cos y, and there are 4 expressions given in the 4 parts. Okay. So what you do here is, let us first try to draw the diagram and a little bigger so that it's visible. Here, nothing is visible in fact. In this figure, this angle, you should keep an eye on the angle. This angle is given to be as your 90-degree angle. Also, this angle is given to be as your 90-degree angle. And see, and what are the lengths given here? The length, this length is given as 9 units. This length is given as 12 units. This angle is given as your x, and this angle is given as your y, and this point is D. Okay, so all this is given, this diagram, and you have to find out the values of these expressions containing trigonometric ratios. Okay, so what you see here in this figure is that there are two right angle triangles. First right angle triangle is ABC, which is right angled at D, and the other right angle triangle is BDC, this one. Okay, one, the bigger triangle is the right angle, and this triangle is also right angled, and it is right angle at this point D. Okay, now we are going to work with these two right angle triangles. But what you must also see here, that in these two right angle triangles, let us consider the bigger right angle triangle first, and triangle ABC. Or let's consider the smaller right angle triangle first, so the BDC, this one. If you see, this right angle triangle is right angled at D, and opposite to this right angle is your side BC. So that means in this right angle triangle, BC is the hypotenuse. Okay, and if BC is the hypotenuse and the other two sides are also given as 9 and 12, then we can find out the hypotenuse by Pythagoras theorem. So we find out the hypotenuse first. In the right angle triangle BDC, square of the hypotenuse BC square is equal to perpendicular square BD square plus base square BC square. Okay, so this is BD square is 9 square and DC square is 12 square, which is 81 plus 144. This gives you 225. So therefore BC, the length of BC here is square root of 225, which is 15 units. Okay, so we have managed to find out the length of BC, which is 15 units. Now if you see the bigger triangle, okay, this length is also given. I forgot to write, this length is given as 25. Now if you see the bigger triangle ABC, in this triangle what you see is that AC, the length of AC is given and the length of BC is given. That is, two sides are given. Okay, only the length of AB, this side, we need to find out. And you also see that triangle ABC is a right angle triangle. Okay, you also see that triangle ABC is a right angle triangle, which is right angled at B. So which makes, if it is right angled at B, that means AC must, this side whose length is 25, this must be your hypotenuse. Okay, and the others you can take your perpendicular and base, and then you can determine the unknown side AB. So from Pythagoras theorem, let us determine the unknown side here, which is AB. Again, we write in the right angle triangle ABC, AC is my hypotenuse. I'll write AC square, and perpendicular and base you can take any of the two, AB square plus BC square. I put the values here. AC, the length of AC they have given as 25, which is 25 square. The length of AB we need to find out, and the length of BC square is 15 square. So therefore what you get here is AB square is equal to 25 square minus 15 square, which is 625 minus 225, which is 400. Therefore what is AB? AB is square root of 400, which is 20 units. So we have managed to find out the length of AB as 20 units from Pythagoras theorem. So now all the sides of both the right angle triangles we know. So this we have found as 20. We now know all the sides. Let us now proceed to find out the various ratios that we require. We require sine y, cos y. We require sine x, cos x. Okay, and we require tan x also. So let us first find out all this. Now if you see, y is related to this triangle. Okay, and x is related to the bigger triangle. So let us now find out sine y and cos y first. Therefore, what is sine y? Sine y, in order to find out sine y, you must see that this angle here is y. So therefore, opposite to this must be your perpendicular, right? And BC, this length, we already know this as the hypotenuse. So therefore, sine y must be perpendicular by hypotenuse. And in this case, what is our perpendicular? It is BD. And BC is my hypotenuse. BD by BC. And BD here is 9 and hypotenuse here is 15. BC is 15. So it is 9 by 15. We'll cancel this. Get 3 by 5. Okay, we have found out sine y. Let us now proceed to find out cos y. Cos y. Cos y is what ratio? It is the ratio of base to hypotenuse. Okay, now let's see in the smaller triangle which one is my base. DC is my base because BD is my perpendicular. So I'll write BC, and BC we know as our hypotenuse. So in place of hypotenuse we'll write BC, and the length of DC here is given to be 12. So this is 12 by BC we have already found out to be 15. So this ratio comes out to be 4 by 5. So sine y, cos y. Let us now proceed to find out sine x. Now x is an angle that is related to the bigger triangle. So if you see in this, if you consider the bigger triangle here, if you consider the bigger triangle, clearly AC is your hypotenuse, right? This is your hypotenuse for the bigger triangle. This is your hypotenuse because it is opposite to the right angle B. Which one should be my perpendicular? Since x is here, so opposite to this x is the side in the bigger triangle is the side BC. So this must be my perpendicular for the bigger triangle when we are considering x. Okay. So therefore, once I know my hypotenuse and perpendicular, so my base will be the remaining side, which is your AB is the base. Okay. So with that in mind, I'll find out the ratios. The first one is sin x. So sin x is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Again, we'll write which one is perpendicular for the bigger right angle triangle. I told you the perpendicular is the side BC of length 15. We'll write BC. And the hypotenuse here is 25, this length AC. So BC by AC. And what is the length of BC? The length of BC is 15 and the length of AC is 25. So 15 by 25. So this cancels here. 3 by 5. Okay. Sin x you have got. Now you proceed to find out cos x. Cos x, you know, is base by hypotenuse. In this, the bigger triangle, my base here is AB. I'll write AB. And the hypotenuse here is AC. So length of the base AB is 20, hypotenuse is 25. So 20 by 25. So this is 4 and 5, 5. So this you get as 4 by 5. Sin x, cos x we have found out. Let us now proceed to find out tan x, because if you see tan x is here, okay, in the fourth part. So you'll find out tan x. Now tan x, there are two ways of finding. Either you can use sin x by cos x, or you can use ratio perpendicular by base. So let's use the ratio perpendicular by base. Okay. Perpendicular, when we are talking about x, we are talking about the bigger triangle. And which one is the perpendicular? BC is the perpendicular here. And the base is AC. So BC by AC. So BC here is 15, AC here is 25. So 15 by 25. So this is 3 by 5. So we've got the value of tan x. What I was saying was that if you don't want to find out tan x in this manner, what you can do is you can take tan x, you can use a quotient relation. Tan x, you know, as the ratio of, you already have found out sin x and cos x. So you divide sin x by cos x to get tan x. Sin x we have found out above as 3 by 5. And cos x we have found out as 4 by 5. Okay, now why am I getting a different one? Just give me a moment. This should be 20. Length of AC is 20, not 25. Length of AC here, and this should be AB. This is your perpendicular, if we are considering the bigger triangle. This is your base, if you're considering the bigger triangle. So this should be BC by AB, not BC by AC. Should be AB. So this now cancels, you get 3 by 4. So as I was saying, either you can find out tan x in this manner, or you can use the ratio sin x by cos x. So here 5 and 5 cancel, so ultimately get 3 by 4. So now I found out all the ratios. Now we'll find out the values. Number 1, 2 sin y. The first question here is 2 sin y minus cos y. Number 1, 2 sin y minus cos y. Now simply put the values. Twice sin y, you have found this as 3 by 5. And cos y, you have found out this as 4 by 5. So this is 6 by 5 minus 4 by 5, which is 6 minus 4 by 5, which is 2 by 5. So first answer is 2 by 5. Let us see what is the next expression given here, whose value we need to find. The next expression here is 2 sin x minus cos x. Okay, so 2 sin x minus cos x. If you refer above, the value of sin x we have found out as 3 by 5. And the value of cos x we have found out as 4 by 5. So this is 6 by 5 minus 4 by 5. Now if we take the LCM, we simply get 2 by 5. Okay. The next question here is 1 minus sin x plus cos y. 1 minus sin x plus cos y. Okay, so let us now see what are the value that we have found out. So this is 1 minus sin x we have found out here as 3 by 5 plus cos y we have found out here as 4 by 5. So now you take the LCM, find out 5 minus 3 plus 4, or yes, 5 minus 3 plus 4, and which means this is 9 minus 3 by 5, which is 6 by 5. Okay, so this is the value of the third expression, and the final expression is 2 cos x minus 3 sin y plus 4 tan x. 2 cos x minus 3 sin y plus 4 tan x. Okay, let's see what the value of cos x here is. The value of cos x we have found out as 4 by 5. So you put 4 by 5. Sin y, put the value of sin y. We have found out the value of sin y here as 3 by 5. That's 3 by 5. And the value of tan x above we have found out as 3 by 4. So now we add up all this. 8 by 5 minus 9 by 5 plus this 4 and this 4 cancel. So it's simply 3. Okay. Now take the LCM. 8 minus 9 plus 15. And 15 plus 8 is 23 minus 9 by 5. And 23 minus 9 is 14 by 5. Okay. Any questions from this problem? From this one? Any question?
Sir. No, sir.
And let us proceed to find out number 5. Solve number 5, the next problem. In triangle PQR, angle Q is 90 degree, PQ is 40, and PR plus QR is 50. Find, first question is sin P, next question is cos P, third question is tan R. Just draw the diagram. Okay. In triangle PQR, angle Q is 90 degree. So this angle is given to you as 90 degree. Length of PQ is given to be 40 centimeter. So this length is given to you as 40 centimeter, as I have marked in the diagram. Okay. And PR plus QR, that means the length of this side, PR, and QR is given to be 50 centimeters, sum of these two lengths. If you see in this triangle, right angle is here, so opposite to this right angle must be your hypotenuse. Okay, so PR is clearly your hypotenuse. Also, the sum of the lengths of PR and QR is given. Okay, so what I do here is that if I take, since the sum of the lengths are given here, if I take the length of PQ, sorry, PR plus QR is given. If I take the length of PR as X, let PR is equal to X. Therefore, what should be, it is given here that PR plus QR is equal to 50. So therefore, X plus QR must be equal to 50. Therefore, QR in terms of X is 50 minus X. So that means if PR I am taking as X, then this side must be 50 minus X. Now, you see that in this triangle, I can use Pythagoras theorem once again to find out X. Okay, so we use Pythagoras theorem in the right angled triangle PQR. Hypotenuse square, hypotenuse is PR, is equal to base square PQ plus perpendicular square QR square. So PR here is X square, PQ is 40, QR is 50 minus X. Okay, now we'll simplify this to get an equation in X. X square is equal to 1600 plus, you expand this by A minus B whole square formula. So you get this as 50 square A square plus B square minus 2 into A into B. So you get X square is equal to 1600 plus 2500 plus X square minus 100x. Okay. Now you take everything to the other side, you get 0 is equal, you take this X square to this side, you get 0 is equal to 1600 plus 2500 plus X square minus X square minus 100x. So what you get here is 0 is equal to this X square cancels. So you get 1600 plus 2500 to be 4100 minus 100x. That means you get 100x is equal to 4100. That means the value of x that you are getting here is 41 centimeters. That means, therefore, what is the length of this hypotenuse? PR. PR we have taken as x. So therefore, PR is equal to x is equal to 41 centimeter. And what is the length of QR? QR is 50 minus x. The QR is equal to 50 minus x, which is equal to 50 minus 41, which is 9. Okay, so we have got the two lengths of the two sides of the right angle triangle. Okay. Okay, now we move on to the question. First question is sine P. So when you are talking about this angle P, this becomes my perpendicular and this becomes my base. So let us work with this. So sine P, and of course PR is my hypotenuse always. So sine P is perpendicular by hypotenuse, and perpendicular is QR by PR. This is QR by PR. QR we have found as 9, and PR, the hypotenuse here, is we have found out as 41. So the sine P is 9 by 41. Next, Question is cos P. Cos P is base by hypotenuse. Now again, we're talking about the angle P. So this one is my base. So that means PQ by hypotenuse is PR. So this is PQ by PR. And PQ, the length of PQ is given to be as 40 centimeter. And PR is, we have found out the hypotenuse PR here as 41. So it is 40 by 41. And the third is, question is tan R. Tan R is perpendicular by base. Now this time look at the angle. Here the angle has changed from P to R. So that means my perpendicular will also change. So this time my angle here is this angle, this green one. So that means this time this is not the base. This is the perpendicular. And this becomes my base. Okay, so therefore R is PQ by QR. PQ by QR. And what is the length of PQ? The length of PQ here is 40 centimeter given. And the length of QR here is, how much have we found? 9 centimeters. 9. So tan R is 40 by 9. Okay, any questions till this part?